Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To throw, it's Simpson. Finds his man, it's Williams. Powers through the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Let's talk about Alabama. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this...
Turning it on! He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
The give is to Miller. Runs through a tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have... to double him. Virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on second down. The give to the tailback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Fair catch called for and made. Using his legs, it's Randall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Second down coming up. Running to the left. Fighting off the defender. The Tigers getting past the sticks. I think it's fair to say Dabo Swinney was slow to adopt the transfer portal, yet his teams continued to win, and last year a late season push gave them the ACC crown.
Yeah, late season push, but here's the thing. They've got the ingredients to look like the Clemson late of old teams. They got the quarterback solidified, the receivers, the weapons. So this is a team, Jesse, it's going to be flirting with the college football playoff again. Also going to look more like the old Clemson teams to me.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see Ncaa Cle V this year. I know his career up to this point has been a little bit up and down, really finished off last season strong. This is the year for him to take the next step. And if he does that, there's no question in my mind we'll see this team back in the playoff.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bama!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. Oh, he's getting it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. The short hands, it's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. He wants to change this route. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run play action. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it will be 1st and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They get him on the ground, and with that, second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Barrels ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
No, you got to be aggressive here because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
thing. The lead. Everything's going right.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And now on third down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Down at the 43, and the Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense in an empty set. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say?
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The play action fake. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab down the middle. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snags it on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Using his feet to buy time. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Makes the catch. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Might as well give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal.
Here we go.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The 50, the 40, past the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.